some reason.
Now we're rolling. Damage Plan MMA podcast. I am Jason Laporte. As always, my co-host is Mr. Zach Partridge.
What up?
Back for round two, Fighter Spotlight.
This podcast is a little more relaxed for me.
A little more relaxed for you because we were just
last one was cool.
We were talking with your opponent at your fight in the next month.
Yeah.
I'm glad we got it in now, though, because I think closer to the fight, it probably would have been a little more awkward.
He's so nice.
Yeah, he's a nice guy, respectful guy. I mean, yeah. And you guys are going to be punching each other in the face in a month.
Yeah.
So on this Fighter Spotlight, we have Xasha Lopez. How are you doing, Zasha?
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
Very well.
Sasha, you look nervous. Calm down.
Deep breath.
I'm trying to. I'm shy. This is new.
So you have a fight lined up, finally.
Let's hope this will be fourth time we try it, right?
What is going on? How come nobody what's going on?
I don't know what it is with my luck. This last fight is the third fight that doesn't happen the week of the fight. So I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that this one actually goes through.
What happened with your last fight? Because in February, we were supposed to be on the same card for Still Fist.
Was it still? Yes, Still Fist the week of the
21st.
My opponent the week of had some medical issues, I guess. And they had to try to find someone new the week of. And, for my weight class that I'm at right now, that's kind of impossible to find someone right off the bat. For women in general, I feel like it's harder to find an opponent for short notice.
Yeah. What weight class do you fight at?
I'll be fighting at 165.
Okay.
Yeah, but hopefully we get down to the 135, 125. So there's more girls to fight.
That's perfect.
How's the weight cut going? I know we talked a little bit before your last fight, and did you make any of the changes that we talked about?
I did. I now eat carbs during my weight cut.
Yes.
Yep. I don't know. Ever since I started fighting and cutting weight for my fights, I was always told like carbs are no good. Like stay away from them. And we added carbs to my diet, and this weight cut's going actually really good. So I'm happy about that.
Well, go ahead, Jason.
I was just going to say it's funny how the carbs get such a bad name just in general in the fitness community, and there is a time and a place to pull them out of there. I think for where you were at though in your training, you needed them, and it was just going to benefit you more, so that when it came closer to time and when you did need to pull them out, you had already had enough of a solid base built up, and your body just keeps responding. So that's awesome. I'm glad it worked out.
It's definitely been a blessing.
Good.
Definitely. Yeah. Adding carbs.
What do you like to eat? Like, what are some carbs that you like to eat with it? Because that's what I'm always interested. I'm cutting weight right now too. So.
I just do white rice because it's easy.
Yeah.
But I know other people that like to go out of their comfort zone will do like sweet potatoes, and
sweet potatoes are good.
Things like that. I just stick to like the basics because it's nice and easy.
Yeah.
Any of your complex carbs, your slow digesting carbohydrates, your oatmeals, your quinoa. I've even done red potatoes when I do some of my preps for a change. If you get some of that popcorn seasoning, the ranch popcorn seasoning, you can literally put that on whatever you want, and it's amazing.
How much ranch can I put on it?
Well, moderation, Zach. Moderation.
It's the only way I like sweet potatoes. Just
sweet potatoes. Here's the trick on sweet.
I like a little bit of sweet potatoes with my ranch.
Here's the trick with the sweet potatoes. So you put them in an air fryer, and then get some sugar-free pancake syrup and a little bit of cinnamon. Put that on there. Money.
I'm gonna have to try that. That sounds good.
This is turning into a fitness podcast.
Hey,
well,
that's okay. It's like a big part of fighting. I get the fight camp.
It's
huge.
It should be. Yeah.
Huge, yeah.
I mean, your weight cut. I don't know how big of a weight cut you do, but I mean, I'm generally 20 to 25 pounds during a 6 to 8 week fight camp. Like my weight cut is, I pay as much attention to that as if not more than my actual training in the gym.
Yeah. When I first started fighting, I was around like 35 pounds that I had to cut. But since November, I've been in a fight camp because I was supposed to fight in February. And then
Mhm.
February didn't work out. That same day, I signed a new contract for Idaho. Was supposed to fight in March. COVID happened. Everything shut down. And then I got into this fight. So it hasn't been too bad.
You know, we're pretty similar with that. It was I fought in February, and then it was we're gonna do a rematch in April, and then no, let's do June, and then no, and then it was just like, well, we'll just see.
Yeah. I've decided I don't want to do cut weights though during the holidays. It's too hard.
I'm with you
I don't
100%
think-
on that.
It's too hard. I
I'm-
told myself this year coming, I'm not doing a fight during the holidays. I refuse. Before Thanksgiving, yes. Anything after that, no go.
100%. If you go look, I did my very first fight. It was on a December 9th, and I was cutting during Thanksgiving, and I just remember saying, I will never do this again. I'll never fight I will never fight after Thanksgiving and before like the end of January.
Yeah,
Never.
It's just too many festives back to back, family get-togethers that you have to be around. You don't get to eat food, and I try to stay in a good mood, but sometimes I get grumpy, especially because you got people that are like, "Are you sure you don't want this?" And then buy it in front of you, and I'm like, "Oh, you're testing me right now."
Like you tell people like I could pound your face, right?
Oh man!
I hope that tastes good because I'm gonna make it so you eat it through a straw. Shut up.
Yeah.
Get that out of here.
Shut up! I know all about that stuff. Not fun.
It's tough. It's all a mental game, though. You know.
It is. How bad do you want it?
Yeah, I want it bad.
How important
I'm
is
not
it?
gonna-
Do you know anything about your opponent that you're fighting?
I have no clue.
Is she from out of state? Because I didn't recognize the name.
She's from Idaho.
Okay.
This is her first fight. This will be her first fight. This will be my fourth.
They're throwing her to the wolves, huh?
I haven't fought in a long time. I'm rusty.
I don't know. I don't believe that.
I don't believe that either because I have a little insider information there, Sasha, and I don't believe that one bit. So your coach is actually fighting on this card too, right? Fabio's fighting.
He's fighting on my card.
Oh, that's right. You're fighting on Zach's card. You're fighting next week. I'm sorry, I got him.
No, I have two teammates on this card with me, but Fabio fights on the 14th
The
card.
14. Who's fighting? Who else is fighting out of your gym on with you?
Eric Munoz and
that's right, Eric.
and
Yep.
Brenda.
Oh, Brenda's fighting too. She's been training.
Brenda's-
She's been training with you guys then.
Yeah, she's been training with us.
Nice. I love Brenda. She's awesome.
Yeah, so she'll be fighting. She'll be, I think, the co-main event for
She's
that.
Very cool.
pro too, right?
She's pro, yeah.
Awesome. How's that been training with her?
Great. She's an amazing fighter. Her boxing is, so it's been really good.
Nice.
Yeah, it's been really good. It's good to have a girl in the gym consistently. Yeah, I train with guys mainly.
No comment. Zach, go ahead. Say it, Zach. I know you want to say something.
No,
Great. I'm so happy for you.
In general, I've been with Team Link for 8 years, and I'm pretty much the only consistent girl fighter, and the guys stay very consistent. So I just train with men. So it's nice to be able to
absolutely.
spar and train with girls because it's just different.
For sure.
Yeah.
And people need like, so like for me too, it's the same thing. It's how they move. It's weight class, right? And it's things like that. I mean, I'm sure you're super grateful for help from Eric Iman, Eric Munoz, and all those guys, but they're kind of huge for you, those are big guys. Like, we have Maddie Meacham that trains at our gym, and she's very similar boat, hard to find consistent female training partners for her.
Yeah.
Most of them are new girls just trying to try it out that don't really stick around. Right.
Yeah.
And then she's stuck training with guys that are bigger than her. And in some ways it helps, but in some ways it kind of gets old, I think.
Yeah. I mean, sparring is different when you get a spar girl compared to the guys, but it's nice. Cause I mean, I guess in the fight, if you can take one of your guy teammates punches, I guess you can take a girl's punch, right?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't mean to sound like a jerk here, but like I have a really hard time hitting girls, like hard.
And that frustrates me when I train with people.
I know it does.
And they hold back, and I'm like, I'm here for a reason. You're
Like,
not
you have
helping
to hit
me.
me.
If you're not hitting me, like, just hit me. People are like, what's wrong with you? And I was
I
all
know.
like, I'm just trying to get better, and you going easy on me is not helping me. Like, I
That's
need
the-
you to, like,
I know, but
You
it's
get-
hard.
I don't know. I get hit and just something switches, and then it's like, okay, go time. Like,
Yeah,
and
for
but
sure.
I'm very grateful because my teammates are actually really good at keeping the pressure on, and like not to the point that not to at the level that they're on when they spar together, but they definitely don't take it easy on me, which is nice.
That's
New
good.
guys, on the other hand, when new guys come in, they're a little timid, and I'm like, boom,
Yeah,
and
you
they're
have
like,
to hit me.
yeah, you have to hit me.
No, I get it, but but you just have to remember too. Like, we've been wired our whole lives to be like, you don't hit girls.
Yeah,
You don't hit girls, and so it's
Yeah.
like every once in a while,
yeah.
it's hard. But
I get that.
props to you for finding a gym though that you feel comfortable at, and you have good teammates. Matt Euler is a good dude,
Yeah,
right?
I have amazing teammates, so I always feel safe. I know that no one's there gonna try to hurt me or come after me, and if they do, I have a whole bunch of guys behind me that are gonna be there to eat that person alive.
Has a newer person ever gone too hard with you?
Not in MMA, but there has been in jiu-jitsu where you get some guys that they're like, oh my gosh, this girl's beating me, and now I gotta manhandle her.
Nice.
So I'll never forget. There was a time that somebody came into the gym and there was a girl fighter there, and they were hitting her hard, like harder than necessary.
Yeah.
And the next 5 rounds for him, guys proceeded to put him in his place, and it was very entertaining to watch.
Yeah, no, I have seen that before, and I can take the punches, but it's like, okay,
Yeah,
dude,
of course.
like,
Yeah.
oh, calm
Yeah.
down here. We're not going for knockouts here.
I wouldn't want to be pissing any of the guys off in your gym.
No, I have amazing people in my life, especially at the gym.
So I have a funny story. So I went up to Eric works at a car dealership, and I'm in the car business too. So I went up with my boss to meet with one of Eric's, the general manager at one of his stores, right? And my boss hasn't seen Eric. All right. So we go there, we're talking to him. And so I tell the general manager at the store, I said, hey, my boss, Jesse, said he'll take a fight with Eric if you send us a couple deals. And my boss is just sitting there. Oh, who's this Eric guy? I'm like, oh, you'll see. Oh man. I showed him a picture of him. He's like, F that. I'm not fighting that guy.
But he's so cuddly looking.
He is. I love those guys. Obviously, can you see Sam's comments on the thing? She's been trying to find a way to comment on here. So she's commenting on there.
Yeah, I can see them.
I'm putting them up as they come in. So you'll be able to see when people comment. I'll put them up.
I love Sam and Eric. They're the best.
Yeah. The first time I actually met Eric, it was like he's, for as big as scary looking he is, he couldn't be a nicer guy, right?
I know. He's like one of the nicest guys around. I'm like, but you see him, like, you're like, oh shit, like I'm not going to talk to that guy.
And that's funny because everybody says that he looks mean, and I'm like, Eric is like one of the nicest guys.
He so is.
Looks intimidating.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So how has this camp gone for you? You have a lot of fighters and coaches that are getting ready for fights too. It's kind of nice, yeah.
Yeah, it's actually been a really good fight camp. All our fight camps are pretty good because a lot of us tend to be fighting back to back, so we're all in the same fight camp. It's been great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm excited. We're gonna see about next weekend about coming up to Logan. Cole Schaefer's fight got canceled out in Tooele, and so they're trying to find him a replacement to go up to Logan and fight next weekend up there too. So
we may be coming up there next weekend.
And the fight may be coming down here. Just depends because the governor just changed the risk on COVID.
The guidelines. I saw that.
Yeah. So they're still waiting to hear from the venue and whoever else they need approval from to see if they can still have the show there. If not, they'll be coming down towards Ogden, Tooele area, but we'll find out more later.
No kidding.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
That's got to be fun. This COVID stuff. Okay. I'm not trying to get political here, but this makes it very inconvenient for fighters, like on like planning stuff, right?
Yeah, I bet it must be frustrating because I swear COVID just keeps changing things left and right. It must. I would not want to plan something during this time.
No, yeah,
It's hard. There's so many like rules and regulations they added to it. Like now fighters have to do COVID test, and then if it comes up positive, then you lose a fight for your event, and that just seems stressful.
Have you done your COVID test yet?
And the athletic commission just got the ones that the NBA players are using, where you get the results right away. So I'm just gonna do mine at weigh-ins.
Something seemed a little fishy about those NBA ones, but
yeah, I guess it's like a rapid test that you can find out in 20 minutes.
Do they stick it up your nose and the Q-tip hits your brain?
Oh, I hope not.
I don't think theirs is that one. I think they've changed those.
Like the spit test. So I know, like at the UFC, like when they're at Fight Island, when they're in quarantine, they have to do the spit test first, or the gag one, and then the second one is the up the nose.
That one hurts. I've done that.
Have you?
Yeah, and it's not pleasant.
I wouldn't imagine. Like our noses aren't made to have stuff shoved up there touching our brain.
Yeah, and depending on who you get, they stick it up a little further because I've done it twice.
Oh.
And I'm like, okay, lady, you're going higher than the last one. Where are you going?
Where are you going?
What are you doing? Oh man, I'm supposed to go today, and I don't want to do it.
No, I did the blood draw for my fight that ended up not going through, and that one was $149 out of pocket, and I was like, ouch, to the pocket. But I'm glad that they got these ones because it's a lot more less stressful.
Yeah. So after this fight, I mean, we don't look past opponents, obviously, but after this fight, like what's next? Are you looking to like turn around and get right back into a fight camp again? Like you said, you've been in fight camp for like a year, maybe like chill out for a minute. What's the plan?
I think during the holidays, I'll focus more on like jiu-jitsu, do a little bit more of my ground game. And then hopefully the year coming, I'd like to fight out of the lower weight class. So hopefully fight maybe 2 more times and then hopefully go pro.
Awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
Who's the better grappler, you or your sister? I'm putting you on the spot.
Say it.
Me. I am. We're such a competitive family. If you'll watch us, she's pregnant right now. But
oh, is she? Yeah, oh, nice.
She's
so you could definitely take her.
When she pops that baby out, I'll let her get her conditioning back, and then we'll put on a show.
That's competitive. Awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, we get too competitive. I tell them not to put us together when we are training together.
Why don't they just let you guys fight then? Sister versus sister. It'd be awesome.
No, she can't handle getting hit to the face.
She can't handle it?
I can't hurt my sister like that.
Yeah. You just choke her out.
No mercy.
Nice. Just choke her out.
Like I said, we're competitive. So
Heck
I don't care. But once we're in the cage or on the mats, no mercy.
I like it.
So will they does Juan live stream his events? Do you know if they're going to have a live stream?
They are going to have a live. I know that for the 17th. So this weekend they are. So I'm pretty sure they're going to do it for the other events due to COVID.
That'll be good. Hopefully there's a way that you guys can get credit for it too. If I log in and put your name in, yeah. Like if I put like your code in for the login, that you can get credit that I'm watching the fight for you. Yeah,
that's something we'll have to talk to Juan about. I'm not sure how that all works.
Good luck with that.
Good luck.
He's a busy man, so
he's scrambling. That's for sure.
The 17th fight, the 23rd, and then he got a boxing match November 14th fight.
Really?
And then there's a Idaho or Wyoming fight.
Well, if he's doing boxing, it's probably not going to be in Utah, right? That's probably up in Idaho too.
I want to say it was a Logan.
Interesting.
But we'll see with COVID now. Who knows?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying. Usually, the commission doesn't allow multiple events on our weekend, so we'll be fighting at the Maverick Center on the 14th.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
It could be the 13th. Don't quote me on my dates. Sorry.
Nope. Quoted. It's done.
It's done.
Wrong.
Said it.
There's a penalty. You'll lose your license to fight. No. So one thing I mean to ask fighters, but I haven't the last couple. Are you more of a fan or a fighter? Like, do you watch all the fights?
I don't watch all the fights, but I watch a good majority.
Who are your favorite fighters to watch?
Like UFC fighters or like local?
Or both.
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 Yeah, give us both.
I guess I don't really know many of the local fighters because I'm not really good with names.
That's okay.
You could say the guys from your gym.
The guys
We
from
get-
our gym are
we get-
definitely
we get
number
punched
one
in the
up
head a
there.
lot.
I
We
love
don't-
watching them fight. I get too nervous watching them. I can't sit down.
I get more nervous watching my friends fight than my teammates fight than for my
Oh,
fights.
100%.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I can't sit down still. I get jittery and I'm like, oh my goodness. UFC though, the guys are pretty good. But I really focus on the girl fights more because, I look up to them. It would be, if one day I do make it up there, it'd be freaking great to share the cage with them. I really like Holly Holm. I definitely like Amanda Nunes.
Me too.
Yeah. So I pretty much
Who's
like
your
all the girl
dream
fighters.
opponent? Who's your dream opponent?
Oh, my dream opponent. I would want to go against Chris Cyborg.
There you go. She's fighting tonight.
Is she really?
Yeah, she's fighting tonight. It's tonight.
Bellator's tonight?
I
Yeah.
didn't know that. But
Yep.
you know what? I think it'd be an honor to share a cage with her because she's beast.
She's
She's
a beast.
beastly looking too.
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't going to go there, but Jason covered that earlier in a podcast.
Hey, no, we're not talking about that. We're politically correct on this podcast.
She's a beast and she's beastly looking.
Yeah.
Zasha said it, not me. No, that's cool. Because for me, I'm a fan. Like, we do the podcast. I train, but I watch all the fights. All the fights. You can ask my wife; she hates it. I watch all the fights.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah, we watch all the fights, and then I fight when it fits into my schedule, type thing. Like when I can get it, and like I have the itch. But I love the sport so much. I think it's cool that it's like the sport that you can actually like watch, but you can do too. Like,
Yeah.
I can't go play football. Like, I can go play football. I can't go play football like they do. Like, or I can go play basketball, but like it's not the same. This is like the same thing.
Yeah.
I like it. People are like, how could you possibly want to get in a cage and just get hit? And I don't think it's necessarily the fight. It's like what you have to do that leads up to the fight that I like. The fight camp, the mental game you have to go through, I like all those challenges that get me to the cage. And for me, that's a win. Just to get through fight camp, win.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're going for a win in the cage, but if we don't, it's a win for me because all the work you put in up to the fight, it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
It is not for everybody, and some people
Not for
force
me.
it. Jason, we're gonna get Jason in there.
Not for me.
Sasha, you need to help me. I'm trying to get Jason in there.
I'm
Just
old.
one fight.
I'm
Just
old.
one.
I have the Rona. I'm old.
You're fine. You're not gonna die. You're fine. You big baby. Get in there.
I got the Rona.
You can fight Tanner.
The hell no. Like hell to the no. Like, dude, I walk around at like 205 and Tanner looks bigger than me and he fights at
You're
155.
You're both heavyweights. You make 265, then you're both
That's
heavyweights.
I do not want to get hit by Tanner. I'll fight one of my kids. I'll fight my son. How about that? I'll
Ooh,
beat
that's
his
fun.
ass.
Let's
I
do
want to
that.
beat his ass all the time. So
I'd do that. Oh man.
You just
Sasha,
gotta-
what do you feel like is different about being a female fighter? What do you have to deal with that's different?
I feel like the cutting weight part, the
Sure.
hormones are way different. And I think the way people see you when you're a woman fighter, they definitely see you differently than when they look at a guy fighter.
How so?
I think due to you how you're raised to not hit a woman and things.
Yeah.
So people just don't think women should do aggressive sports like this.
yeah.
So when they do, some are like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. And then there's others that are like, you really shouldn't be doing that.
Do people tell you that?
I've had a person tell me that and I just smile. Okay.
Like, you should go train with you sometime.
Yeah.
I'll choke you.
I think at times I think
I
so
don't say
starting to
that.
change.
I don't even I don't know. Some people like to tell people they're fighters. I don't like to tell people I'm a fighter.
Yeah.
Like ruins the element of surprise if something were to go down. you know?
Oh, you're
That
sneaky
would be
tat.
you're sneaky, yeah.
Yeah. How you
Yeah.
gonna announce to everybody you're a fighter? Then people ask you the questions like, so do you think you can beat me? And I'm like, I'm not answering this question. Matter of fact, we're not
Yeah.
even going into that topic because
I have friends that think that they can take me, and I'm like, because they wrestled in junior high and stuff, and I'm like, dude, just come to the gym. I'm not.
wrestling's different. You don't have to worry
It's
about
different.
It's
you
a
don't have to
huge
worry about
difference.
getting hit with hands, your legs, knees, elbows.
Well, it's not even just that. Even if it's just rolling, right?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know about you, but like you said, you've been training this whole time. I don't know how many years you've been training, but like I've been training for like 4 years. Somebody's like, I did wrestling 12 years ago and I was pretty good. And I'm like, you're gonna be tired in 30 seconds.
Yep. Yep.
I roll for like an hour, like 3 times a week.
Yeah, it's true. I get those comments from guys more than anything, like, oh, you think you can choke me out or you think you can beat me? And it's like, we're not getting into this topic right now. Like, go away.
They're sliding in the DM.
Ugh.
Sliding in the DM.
They need to slide out.
Slide out.
There's a big difference in somebody that trains every day and then just your average, like I'm just your average guy. I'm not going in there and beating up a guy that's been fighting and trains every day. It's just not happening.
Yeah.
It's like that guy trying to come into the gym and try to outlift me because that's what I do every day. It's like, it's not going to happen. Like there's levels to it. And I'm at the bottom of that fight level.
So Zasha, since you're humble and you're shy, and you seem very nice, and you won't say it, I will. For all the guys on her Facebook that are watching this, yes, she can choke you out. 100%.
Yes.
If you do not train and she does, she can.
She will choke you out.
You don't have to say it. I will.
She might even knock you out.
Thank you.
Yeah. might even get knocked out.
I don't know, because then they feel like it's a challenge. I actually have rolled some guys outside of the gym, and once they get beat, they want to go again. And
They
it's
want
like,
to, yeah.
Oh my God.
They're trying to, yeah. They're like, oh, I want to give me another
I was
one.
just warming up. And
I
I'm like,
just
get out of
warming-
here. You were just warming up.
Be like, yeah, me too. I was going 20%.
Right? I wasn't even going my hardest. Calm down.
I love it.
Oh, that ego just gets in the way
I
sometimes.
know. It's just like sometimes guys just need to be humbled a little.
It's one thing when
It's okay that a girl's a little bit better at a sport that is a more dominant, man-dominant sport.
100%. 100%.
It's okay.
Hey, I've learned to swallow my pride. When I go in and train with these guys, it's like there is no pride when I walk in there.
That's the thing that's like MMA. It'll humble everybody at some point.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I mean, most like tough guys or whatever, like most of the tough guys have, I don't know about your gym. And I would say from the guys that I know at your gym, most tough guys, they don't have to act that tough because they know they are. It's the ones that have to act tough, right?
Yeah.
A little insecure with it.
It's true.
It's true.
Yeah. So it's okay. Sometimes people's egos need a check.
Yeah.
It'll humble, and especially jiu-jitsu. It'll humble you every time.
Yeah.
'Cause
Oh, jiu-jitsu for sure.
Because there's always somebody better.
Jiu-jitsu for sure. Yeah. But that's where you see mainly where guys will be like, oh my gosh, this girl's beating me. What am I going to do?
And then they have to.
The guys are watching. The boys are watching. Can't let this happen.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
You'll be good. Just tap. Hey guys, just tap. It'll be
Just
okay.
tap. It's okay.
Just tap. It's okay. You know, it happens to every guy that walks into the gym.
Yep.
We all tap.
The sooner you realize, the better off it's going to be for you.
Yeah. And plus, when you come to the gym, we're just here to better each other, you know?
100%. So, Sasha, how do people get a hold of you for tickets?
Facebook is pretty much the best way. Or they can text me. Doesn't really matter. I just hope that everybody gets to me before the day of the weigh-ins, because people tend to like to buy tickets at that minute.
Yeah, it's funny how that works out, isn't it?
Yeah, you give everybody all this advance, and it's always the day that you're cutting the last little bit of weight that everybody wants to come at you and, hey, I need tickets. Hey, and it's like, sorry, dude, go to get them at the door. At this point, I don't care. Like, I can't talk to people. I'm hangry.
I've had people, I'm like in the middle of my 11-pound weight cut the day of weigh-ins text me, is it too late? Can I come? I'm like, yeah, I don't care. Don't come. I don't care.
Yeah. It's like
I've been posting for 5 weeks. Don't wait till the last day.
Yeah, but it always happens like that though. Every fight that you
Always.
post about your tickets, it's always like the last 2 days that people are like, "Hey, I need my tickets," or "Hey, this," and it's like, if you drive to me, that's fine, but I'm not meeting you anywhere.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Do you have any sponsors you want to give a shout out to?
Not this fight. I don't.
Not this fight?
Unfortunately, no, not this fight.
Well, why didn't we just hook you up? Like,
I don't know. I do gotta thank. Actually, that's a lie because they're always supporting me. Eric and Sammy, their brand Knuckle Dusters.
yeah,
Gotta
Knuckle
give them a
Dusters.
shout
There you
out.
go.
Go check them out. They got great things.
They have some
just
sweet
got-
gear.
Yeah, they just got new wool sweaters for the winter. It seems
Oh,
like
nice.
it's gonna be cold because it's getting freezing by the day.
And it's 2020, so it's gonna suck. Winter's gonna
Yeah.
suck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
winter's gonna suck 2020. Go get your Knuckle Duster sweater.
There you go, right there. We will sponsor you. You just got it. There's your sponsor. Knuckle Dusters is fine, and they have awesome gear. By the way, I do have a shirt.
They
And
really do.
I want to get one of those hoodies that had like the wool inside of them, the zip up ones.
Yeah,
Is that the ones you're talking?
yeah, that's the sweater I'm talking about.
Those are sweet. Those are.
I'm gonna get me one. I have their sweats already. Like I'm getting ready for the winter.
There you go.
Got to
There you
bundle
go.
up.
Nice.
Well, we're excited to see you throw it on, Sasha, and appreciate you taking the time out of your day to join us and chat.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. We'll get this audio uploaded for the people that couldn't see it live, and we'll see you next week doing some damage.
Of course.
Good luck.
Thank you.
We out.
Bye.